What does it depend on, Denean? Go ahead.
And I wasn't gonna
One true friend. Go explain your story, friend.
I wasn't gonna say depends either. Anyways, okay. I was going to say, right? You're saying, okay, so people say, oh, a hoe is someone that's out there with multiple people and whatever the case is, right? And then a lot of people could say, guys are not considered hoes, right? But they most will say, listen,
can be hoes.
Listen, let me finish what I'm saying.
They be hoes.
Guys could be hoes. We know what hoes are, whatever. They sleeping with random people, doing all types of things. Guys could be hoes too, but they're not looked at as hoes, right? They're looked at as guys getting a lot of girl. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, for females, right? If we're out there sleeping with as much girls as guys is, or guys as girls is, and vice versa, they would, you get what I'm saying? They would say that we're friggin' hoes too, right? So it's just like,
I just feel like hoe is just not about being sexually promiscuous. That's not it. Like, you can be sexually promiscuous from, in my brain, hoe is somebody that just sloppy and nasty with it. That's what I think a hoe is.
So anybody
and anything can get it. That's what I think a hoe is. If somebody's promiscuous, that means that she goes out at night and she probably likes to, have sex. She's DTF. I think that's completely different than somebody that is a hoe. I feel like you're just nasty with it. You just make any man take it, or you make them gangbang you. You make all of that stuff. Like,
but then I have to play devil's advocate with everything, right? I'm not into that. I'll tell you that much, right? I'm not into that. But what I will say is, what if they just enjoy, like, that's their enjoyment, right? So there's always different things they want to do and try, and that's just them. So now it looks like we would judge, like, oh, they're into that, so they must
listen, that's what Dee was saying. Dee was saying you can be someone who's just wants to have sex and be cool with it. Like, you see somebody, you meet them, the vibe, let me have sex with them, and then maybe a week later you see this person, I like them, okay, I want to have sex with them, or maybe not. But
exactly, but like, there's a maybe not. Hoes
is always
no, maybe not.
Yes. It's like, but that goes, alright, you have a pulse.
Okay.
It's in Dee's definition, not mine.
No, the definition, okay, I'm not gonna say it doesn't make sense, but what I'm trying to say is you guys are contradicting yourselves when you're talking about it, because you're saying a hoe is somebody, someone that's out there having sex.
I'm gonna say, what's in your head?
From the gum. So like, if you're out there having fun, which you're saying, right? Promiscuous, or you said not promiscuous, but you're having fun, you're doing your thing. Yeah. That's not considered a hoe, but a hoe would be someone that's out there doing it sloppy. They don't say no because they like sex, so they're not saying no, but they're letting like gangbangs and things like that. What if that's what they're into? So that kind of goes into.
So you're into being a hoe.
But that's what I was gonna. You're into
Dee's definition, not mine.
Okay. I don't know. It just sounded so contradicting.
I think.
I guess it depends.
It depends. The label is on we like to label things, guys. Remember that. So even though you have a label, doesn't mean that I'm necessarily judging you. Like, you're a hoe, but I'm not. I'm pro hoe.
You're pro hoe.
Thank you. I'm pro hoe, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing this and blah 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 blah. It is nasty, yes, for you to be dashing your pum pum everywhere. That is nasty. I'm not gonna take that back. But you're still a hoe, and I don't judge you, because that's what you want to do with your pum pum, baby girl. That's what you want to do.
Okay.
That was Dee's TED Talk.
Sorry.
And if you're going to sign up for another D TED Talk.
I'm sorry. I
have a question though.
Yeah.
Well, what were you going to ask?
No, because I was going to say, no, if it's still on this topic, go ahead. Because I was going to say, you had two things you were talking about, so I want to hear the next thing. But say what you're saying.
I want to go into story time. Story time is
I
want to hear Denean's first.
Okay.
What's your hotel?
What's my hoe?
What type of hoe story do you have? Like,
where I'm a hoe?
Yeah, or you might be considered a hoe. Not necessarily you would think you're a hoe.
No,
but
don't say Denean. No, because don't say no. Because I'm gonna tell you, we had this conversation off camera too. I said I don't, and I'm gonna be truthfully. A lot of girls, they don't sleep with a lot of people and things. Me, it's very hard for me to sleep with someone. So for me, I don't have a high sleep number count. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not, and I don't. I'm very scornful. People say, like, I can't just be out there kissing people and stuff like that. It takes me a long time to even kiss somebody, because I'm like, first of all, yeah, I can't just meet somebody and I'm making out with them. It takes me a while.
That is me.
Yeah, that's me too.
You know what's your thing is there's something that they're called something.
What?
Emotionally, you have to be emotionally attached before they do anything at all.
Demisexual.
Yeah, demisexual.
So it's like
You're a demisexual.
okay. So that's what I'm saying.
No. I don't think she necessarily would be. I feel like she can find people attractive and sexually be attracted to them, but she just won't make that move until they met. Oh, I guess demisexual.
Yeah, demisexual.
Yeah. So
You
I
make the move
can't.
until you
I
have a
can't just.
connection.
Yeah, I can't just go and just. You know what I mean? Like that's not me. So. For when I say a whole thing, like I can't say I have like a whole story where I'm a whole like I no one night stands. I've never done a one night stand before. I haven't. I don't know.
Oh, it's right there. Say it out. Say it out.
I like when there's something I come out and say.
No, you know why?
We want
I don't
to
want to say it. I can't say it. You know
can't
why?
say it?
Why?
Because it's a because how do you say it? Okay, I'll say it.
It's a hotel.
Okay, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it. Some people might.
Yo, wait, just talk.
Just say it.
Friend.
Well,
Tufftalk Toronto.
Oh, big up Tufftalk Toronto. That no Friday after darks for those that don't see it on Instagram. But
Make sure
yeah,
you tune in Fridays at 10:15.
live. So, anyways, I could say because I'm not saying names. Duh.
Yeah.
So, some people might consider this a whole thing because. You want to sleep? You slept with what? You slept with? You know, I slept with a dude, and I slept with his friend. You know what I mean? So I think it's a.
That's a whole. That's your whole story.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, and I'm a very
Disclaimer. Here's a disclaimer.
I don't tell people my business often, but when people ask, I could tell it when I want to, right? And I'm telling you.
See,
but,
I don't talk about business. I'll tell you if you ask if I want to.
I still have to put the control in there.
Depends.
But anyways, okay. So so if that's
your whole story,
so that's lame now. Now I feel like it's lame. I should make one up.
But maybe that's why I made you go first, honey.
Okay, oh damn!
First.
So they're gonna do.
So the bars are set kind of.
It's kind of low.
It's set to a reasonable place.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make one up for the next time you guys ask. I'm like, yo.
So just know next time is gonna be a lie.
So she just had a moment where she had sex with her ex's friend. Like no big deal. That's not a whole. Some men think it's a whole thing.
Not my exes. Let's confer. Let's put that out there. Disclaimer. Not my ex's friend.
But your ex
back in the day.
Or your ting. Your ex ting.
Ex lover.
Yeah. My whole moment was in high school. Honestly, sorry, mommy.
Oh man.
Like I was just, and I wouldn't say. I guess a hoe is somebody that actually has sex. But when at that age, if you're going around kissing all sorts of people, you're considered a hoe. Like even if it's just kissing. And I would say that was definitely my whole moment. Every time
kiss bandit.
I was the kiss bandit. I would go to Sovereign Center. There's this mall that on Fridays or Saturdays, the cool people go to when we were younger. And I would go there, and me and my best friend would be like, we know some of the guys there, and we'd just be like, yo, we want somebody to kiss tonight. And we'll just go and find somebody, and we'll just make out in the car. And then if we don't like that, we could make out with somebody in the same night. And I would do that all the time.
Oh, okay.
It was really bad. So I think
I don't know, kissing is not really a whole thing to me. It's just kind of nasty to me. Like, I'm not saying you're nasty, but I'm saying like I personally wouldn't do it. Like, you can't kiss. That's too much.
No. It was nasty. I shouldn't be going around kissing. I could have caught mono.
Like, mono's disgusting.
Like that's a real thing. But that was my whole moment. Sexually, I don't think I've been very, very hoe-ish because I don't have sex with everybody, and I'm not. Yeah. So you have a whole moment, friend.
Okay, I asked a question. I'm not the one to answer it.
Yeah, we want to know.
You said you're going down the line. You're down the line.
Yeah, you have.
I don't have a hoe story. I am not a hoe. I am a child of God.
Okay.
Amen.
I tried. I don't.
You didn't do stuff like that?
I love kissing. So when I was single, I would kiss any and everybody. Yeah. One night stands, I couldn't because I had no mode of transportation. So wherever I went, I had to find.
So she drove. It would have been a different.
If I drove, yes.
I've never had a one night stand either. I've gone home with. Wait. So if you have.
Oops.
All right.
Here it is.
It depends.
So I don't say that much. I promise you. But yeah,
if you go to somebody's house And after like the club, you went to meet up with them. You're having a good time. It's your first time meeting. No, I don't know them. It's your first time meeting them, and you went to a club.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you guys like stayed at one of the person's friend's house, and you just like slept over. You didn't do anything. You probably made up, but you didn't really do anything.
Is that a whole moment?
Is that no? But then the next day when you both were leaving, you decided, because you're gonna go home, you're supposed to go home, but then you decided to detour to that person's house, and then you ended up having sex the second day. Is that a one night stand?
No. A one night stand is the first night.
Yeah, you do that night, one night.
But we do it that one.
Then the
I did it one night. But I did one. You know what? It's not a one night stand.
You had a one day
because
stand.
I had sex with them afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Multiple times. So no, never mind.
Okay.
I have my whole moment.
Well, what is it?
I just remember because of what Dee said. It kind of triggered me. When I was in high school, I liked this one guy, and we were making out like, Nijo, close your ears. We were making out, and obviously he was fingering me or whatever, dry humping. And then you know what? I took my little self, no mode of transportation, so go bus, onto the go bus, and I traveled to this one guy that I was talking to, and
I see him there?
Yeah. And then we went and then went to his house. Couldn't find out it wasn't even his house. He was staying there with his cousins or something. I don't know. And did we have sex? I don't think we had sex. But I found out what happened. Okay, I had sex with the first guy. And then I went to the other guy's house, but I was like, okay, no, I'm not having sex with you because I have morals apparently. And then he got mad because I didn't give it up. He called me a hoe. He called you a hoe for that? I think so. He said that he wished I would die from an STD.
What?
That's what happened.
Because he never get the pumps?
He was mad because he couldn't get this.
Okay, guys who do that are pretty whack. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Like, you're mad because she never get out. So what is the definition of a hoe then for him? Because she did not give it.
So imagine now you slept with him. He would have slandered your name to people.
Oh yeah.
But he's called you a hoe for not sleeping.
Listen. For me in Jamaica, like there was a point when I was in high school, because I was so promiscuous with my lips.
Whoa! What were you doing with those lips?
I mean, kissing, guys. Kissing,
all right.
Kissing, just kissing, and kissing other people's lips, not anywhere else. But I did have a moment where a lot of guys from different schools would say that I was having sex with them, and I was never. And that was the funny thing. If my friends weren't my real friends, they would have literally probably stopped talking to me.
Yeah.
Yo, I was called. People do that.
What them said I was. They said that KC, because KC is like the school. It's an all-boys school, and then they call me KC Mattress. And I was like, I've never had sex though. I think I had sex with probably one or two guys there, but it was like multiple
because you're
guys.
kissing them.
And I didn't have sex at that time with any of the guys. I had afterwards.
KC Mattress? That's disrespectful.
It was so disrespectful, and I was like, you was a little girl. I said, I only kissed you.
So that got me tough. When people or dudes lie and they dick. Why are you lying that I had sex with you?
Like, I just don't get it.
That pisses me all the way off. Like, your ego should not be that fragile to lie.
Nobody needed to know that I came over to your house.
I think it goes back to what I was saying. Like, they'll say that us females are hoes and all types of things for doing certain things, right? But these same guys are chasing these girls that would even be willing to. But then I think they lie because for guys it's looked upon as weird and they get made fun of if they haven't had that experience at a certain time.
Or like, she's a hoe, she's easy to get, how come you couldn't get
her? So it kind of, there's two sides to the story. Like, I don't know why a lot of guys put so much weight on what other guys think of them, but unfortunately that's the day and age we live in too.
I just feel like you don't even have to tell nobody say they come over to your house.
Yeah.
So that nobody had to like judge you and be like, oh, she come over to your house and you didn't smash, like you're whack. You could have keep your business to yourself, like, and that's why I would probably be a hoe if it wasn't for that. If guys would just keep their mouth shut or girls would keep their mouth shut, I would just like.
But I feel like if guys and girls just kept their mouth shut, a lot of us would just be doing whatever the hell we want.
That's the point. That's the point.
It's sexually liberating.
I'm not a hoe because I don't want people talking shit about me, about my pum pum, and telling lies on my pum pum.
I had an ex that swore that we had sex. I had to reassure him, like, listen, buddy, like, I have a really good memory. Like, outside of that story, I just remembered, but. He was like, yo, no, we had sex. I'm like, bro, like, we didn't. Like, we did other things, yes, I'm not lying about that, but best believe your penis did not go inside of my vagina.
It never
at
entered.
all.
They lie so
It was the booty
much,
bandit
man.
that lied.
Oh god.
My friend came to me yesterday or the day before, and she was talking to her mom, and my mom is like her really, really close friend or so. My mom and her mom are close, so she talks about me all the time. And she told my friend that a guy came to her and told her that I stripped for him, and I was like,
It doesn't even sound like you.
what? Like,
Yeah.
why are you saying that right now, though?
Yeah.
What's the whole
What was
purpose?
that for? Why did you tell? Anyways,
People too lied.
Have you ever had somebody lie a dick on you?
Yo, okay, and this goes back to what we're saying. I've never been like, till this day I don't know anybody that has lied on me and said, yo, Denean, I had Denean or whatever the case is. Because people know I'm hard to get. You can't get you. Look at your face. I'm hard to get. Like, I don't know. I
can vouch for that because Denean would be people be throwing themselves at Denean, and Denean would be like,
yeah, I'm.
They would be like they would be giving no play to these people.
yeah, but you could just be flirting with people, and people go and just like, especially I find it happens with men more, of course. They just go and they just like, yo, she wouldn't give me the pumps, and I'm like, yo, the only thing I said is that you look nice. Like, that's all we were talking about, and in the DMs, and then you're going to tell your bro that I said that I would fuck you.
Yeah. That's just how it is. It's
How
an
does it
ego
even
thing.
escalate to that in guys'
Yo,
minds?
guys are sick. Like, I'm telling you,
Talk about your
some of the
fish
things-
and being like, yo, I want to eat that.
Talking
fish.
of guys,
Like, what? That's I'm saying. Guys would just take anything that you say and turn it into some sort of, I want to massage your
sexual.
breasts.
Yeah.
Yo, my friend just told me about let's talk about them sending unsolicited messages
In the
and dick
DMs?
pics.
in the DMs, and not just dick pics. Forget about dick pics.
Yeah.
But you sent me a poem. I just met you. Like, we don't know each other. We've never seen each other. You slide in my DMs. We're talking, and then all of a sudden I get a poem from you, and you're rapping about how you want to fuck me.
Yo, okay, so let me tell you something.
It was the most cringeworthy thing ever.
This is what I don't understand. What makes a guy, like, what about a girl that they meet, like, makes a guy think that they could approach her in certain ways? So what do you guys think about that? Like, has a guy come into your...
Before.
Yeah.
We said that before.
Yeah.
Our previous 2 episodes, check that out.
Yeah.
That you're gonna do it because it worked in the past. So you're gonna
it must have worked.
So like, why? Then the question goes to females, like, why are you allowing these guys to talk to you like any sort of way?
But
Because now you're messing it up for me.
But can I say something? I don't know. I think it's a respect thing. I'm telling you, because even if you've done it in the past, there's still gonna be certain girls. I'm pretty sure guys are not gonna say, yo, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try this right away with her. There has to be some type of segue or conversation, and the girl either answers one or 2 ways, and that probably depends on how the guy is gonna approach the situation or treat her. Some guys are just dirtbags and come on and be like, yo, let me see that. You know what I mean? Send me a picture. Let me see the front. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Not the front.
Not the front. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Like, has anyone ever stood up in your DMs trying to like, tell you right away sexual conversation?
No one slides my DMs. I haven't had, other than the spam ones of $500 a month allowance, like, no one slides my DMs.
Okay,
but
so
they choosing life though, because my girlfriend would kill them.
Yeah. So I was gonna say a comment. I should have said that. Luckily you said that part. I was like,
No, I usually when guys slide in my DMs, it's more so like, it's always respectful. Sometimes it's persistent, and that's when I feel like you get disrespectful. But it's never a sexual conversation initially.
Yeah.
And when they do, I'm like, there's only a few people that they would try to hint at it. They don't outright say it. They'll be like, oh, those look nice. And they're talking about probably my breast. But they're not going to be like, yo, your titty them look good. Like, they would never say that.
But that's what I'm saying. So then there must be a way, like, or something, like, if I was to say, like, if a guy was to say to you, D, oh, your boobs look nice, and then you go, oh, thank you. He's gonna say something. If Brittany, a guy goes, your boobs look nice, and you're like, that's nice.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Or it's how you approach the situation. You have to let people know how they have to talk to you.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. So if the dude comes in your DMs and he's like, yo, you look sexy in that outfit or something like that, I feel like that's a normal conversation.
That is.
But then if he's like, yo, I would have just I want to bend you over and
I
do
love to
something.
nut in your face.
I want to nut in your face or something like that. Or when you do something, you know, like sometimes we lip sync and we're very like sexual with it, and then we stick out our tongue and stuff.
Or like what that tongue do.
What that tongue do and stuff like that. Just dead it there, so. Just dead it there, so. Don't even bother entertain the conversation. Don't laugh.
Yeah.
No LOLs, because you're messing it up for me.
Unless you're into that, and if you're into that, then by all means do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're into that, but like don't feel afraid. I feel like most girls are just afraid. That's why.
To say
do you guys know anybody personally that would be into that?
What?
Like they'll start off.
Attention. It's attention.
Suck your dick or like.
Oh yeah. Depends on the person and stuff.
Like,
some girls would. I feel like some girls would be like, cause it depends on the girl.
If it's a celebrity, I can see that, but for
not even celebrity,
a random girl just come up to you,
or like a guy will be like, "Yo, let me fuck." She'll be like, "Oh my god, okay, yeah." Like I don't know
unless
anybody. So that's
weird. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't think anyone would really
just
be
don't approach with your dick first.
Yeah, don't send me no dick pics. I don't want to see your ugly dick.
And if you do, at least clean up the place.
Make sure it's well groomed.
Make sure your hand look good too.
Make sure
because you're gonna be holding it. I assume.
Not the long nail that's to here and it's like jagged.
And if you're a mechanic, clean that shit out.
If you're not circumcised,
don't send it.
And make sure that if you do, make sure you clean up that schmegma.
Oh my gosh! You know that reminds me of Tremors. Remember the movie?
I love that movie.
When you touch the ground.
I don't know that movie.
It's like you touch the ground and these things come out like this.
Yeah, that's an uncircumcised.
Yeah.
It's a fucking.
But anyways, so I think personally that
we have to separate. You forget?
Just don't send the dick pics.
Just don't. Yeah, approach people just respectfully, man. Like I feel like a lot of people would get further in conversations with someone if they just respected them or came to them respectfly
as a human being. Like, hey, how are you? Oh, you look nice today.
Yeah,
exactly. Any plans for the weekend?
Instead of like, yo, baby, like what?
It's like washing your hands, looking at your breasts while I'm doing my dance.
Oh,
like that's some bullshit.
I was like, what? Bars. You know, I was like, first of all, I was like, what are you saying? I was so confused.
I'm just rhyming, but like that's still bars though.
Bars over everything. Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
That was a good one.
It's hard out here for a hoe.
It is hard.
It's hard out here for a pin.
So yo, what I'm gonna tell you guys is, we're gonna have this again, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
I want to have this little conversation with you guys. Chop it up. And we're gonna.
I love being on Tuff Talk, by the way, guys. I love.
Make sure you like, comment,
and subscribe.
Follow me on the gram.
Follow D on Instagram.
You got
on
right here.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. And
Brittany too. Follow on the gram.
Don't.
Don't follow me. Don't follow me.
I don't post anything. I'm very
follow me. You don't follow me, hoes.
But yeah, follow me.
Okay.
What's Tuff Talk?
Pretty
Tuff Toronto, and this is another episode of Tufftalktuesday, and I'm Denean once again.
I'm Darian,
and I'm Brittany.
All right, later.
Bye, guys.
It depends.